It's Virgo season, y'all. Spicy. What is up there, misfits? Welcome back to my channel, Pages of Ascension. My name is Tia. This is the Zodiac's guide reading for Virgo season for mutable signs. Virgo is a mutable sign, so to some degree, y'all are kind of in your own element. But there's a lot of weird stuff going on right now energetically, so let's see how this turns out for you. I do feel like that if there are any signs that are able to truly navigate this energy and flow with it, it's probably mutable signs. So right away, I feel like y'all are probably sitting in pretty decent energy, okay? Unless you've got some type of soul lesson or soul contract or something rather going on. So fine print while I'm shuffling your cards. Already pre-shuffled beforehand, but you know, shuffle a little bit while I'm on camera. So of course the reading's general, may or may not resonate and all that jazz, right? I do try and watch my language, but I'm gonna keep it real. I have a potty mouth, so if adult language offends you, I'm probably not the reader for you. But there's lots of kick-ass readers here on YouTube, so feel free to go check one of them out. Let's see here. What else is there? Oh, if you're looking for a personal reading, those are available over on my website, poacreator.com. Go ahead and check me out over there. And I have decided that, well, I've been decided, I just hadn't advertised it, that's what it was going to be. So when I reach 100 subs, I'm going to go live for you guys. So help me reach 100 subs, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? And that said, I'm also going to be starting up the midweek collective check-ins again. Those typically come out on Thursday. So again, don't forget to subscribe and also hit that bell so that you're notified when those readings have posted, okay? Now let's see here. The primary deck I'm using for you today is the Sun and Moon Tarot. I believe it's by Vanessa DeCourt. Yeah, Vanessa DeCourt. This deck is freaking amazing. I love it. The artwork is so beautiful on it. I've actually done an unboxing video on it. If you want to go ahead and check that out, it's over in the unboxing playlist on the channel. Okay. The video is a little bit longer because I cover how to cleanse a deck using this deck. So if you already know that, you don't really want to see any of that, go ahead and skip ahead. I keep saying I'm going to remember to put a timestamp in that video and I forget. So I think I'll actually do that before I post these, because I do actually do a full-on flip through of the deck. It's absolutely gorgeous, okay? So let's go ahead and get this party started. See what we got for our mutable signs for Virgo season. Mutable signs, Virgo season. Woo! They're chatty. Oh my god. They're really chatty. Alright, we just need one more. There we go. Okay, and because I'm a little OCD, I like to finish out my shuffle. Alright, let's see what we got here. Good lord. Okay. Ooh, sexy. Okay, so your theme for Virgo season, mutable signs, it's love. And this is exactly why I felt the need to pull out this particular deck. If you ever get a personal reading with me, and it's a love reading specifically, you'll see me use the Sun and Moon Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks to use for that, just because of the vibes that it has in it. It's, I can't gush enough. Okay, so, love. Love is your theme for Virgo season. And then to kick off your cards, we've got Princess of Wands, also known as the Page of Wands in some decks, okay? We've got the Six of Cups, somebody coming in from the past. And then we got the Seven of Swords, which is futility, although I'm not feeling like that's as bad as it looks. Good lord. Okay, and then we've got the Prince of Swords as your tipping point. I'll come back to that in just a moment. And then we've got Queen of Swords on the other side of him. Ace of Cups coming in after that. And then to completely bookend your reading, we've got the Magician. Sexy, right? Okay, so there's a lot of talking that's happening so far. I just did the cardinal sign reading, and I feel like so 2 of the 3 cards in the center of the reading were swords cards. One of them actually quite literally in the same spot, the 7 of swords. So it's possible that some of you are dealing with a cardinal sign in this stuff. Okay, so let me marinate for a second here. I do feel like this is someone from your past who's coming through. There may have been some very harsh words. It's possible that you've cut this person off and they're like, nah, I ain't having that. Okay? And they decided to come in anyway here with this Prince of Swords, which would be knights, technically. Or in traditional, like, Rider-Waite. So here's the thing about this, too. It's really funny. I feel like they're being very sneaky about how they come back in to try to get in your good graces, because after the Queen of Swords we have love. Okay, now to some degree this could always, of course, be love for yourself, right, which is the most important out of all of that. How can you really expect love from another person if you don't even love yourself? All right. But I feel like this person, in their attempts to get in your good graces, is going to be a little deceptive. Again, I do feel like it's someone from the past. It's someone that if you were romantically involved with this person, I feel like it was a very tumultuous relationship. But here's the thing. For some of you, you've manifested this person back into your life, okay? And I say that because we've got the princess here and the magician. All right? So the princess goes after whatever she damn well pleases, all right? And the magician understands that if they work with what they're given, they can manifest anything they damn well please. They can bring anything in that they want. They can create anything that they want. That's a very powerful reading, or about powerful card to book in your reading. And the fact that it's sitting next to the Ace of Cups, which you're trying to manifest as true love. Now keep in mind, the Ace of Cups is just a seed. It is not a guarantee. You still got to do the work. I literally just said that to the cardinal signs. So again, it's possible that you're dealing with a cardinal sign. That's so trippy. Let's go ahead and get into the clarifiers and see what else I can pick up for y'all. Okay, so I want to know a little bit more about this past person. Get in on the Six of Cups. I feel like this person is coming in very quickly. They do have that player energy, and that's probably why you cut them off in the first place. But something is looking a little different this time. It's possible that when they come in, it's actually going to be around the next full moon. Oh, that's right. Then the full moon is in Pisces. And I want to say that's on September 2nd. Yeah, September 2nd. So, that is interesting. Yeah, let's find out who this person is. I'm kind of nosy. How about the Six of Cups? Oh, suddenly y'all aren't talkative? Come on now. Okay. That's what I get for talking smack. Okay, oh, wow, that is deep. My mind is blown right now. Your reading is so similar to the cardinal reading. If you aren't, like, if your sun, moon, and rising, or whatever you're watching, whatever signs that you're watching my readings for, don't encompass both the cardinal and the mutable signs, I'll be very surprised, because I feel like I've got some mirroring going on here. Either way, Destiny. This person is meant to be in your life, okay? To some degree, I feel like it's futile to keep trying to keep them out, because I feel like the divine is going to find a way to bring them back in. Doesn't matter how many times you cut their head off. Okay. The divine is going to continue to bring this person in, because there is inherently a lesson or a mission that the two of you are supposed to learn, complete with each other. Okay. I feel like if this person was closed off before, that's something that has changed. Okay. We've got Hierophant energy again. I akin this to the Hierophant, like, just because of the stance. That's what I get off of this card very often. Okay, but look at where the cup overfloweth. And I was, okay, other side to you. And I was explaining this to the cardinal signs with the dandelions here. Like, for those who are unfamiliar with, like, taxonomy and dealing with, like, herbs and stuff as medicine, you look at a dandelion and you're like, that's a fucking weed, I don't want it in my yard, right? But I feel like this particular person it's probably someone who's been passed over a lot. They have an understated hotness to them that most people miss. And they're so emotionally mature, and they have so much to give that literally their cup overfloweth. Like, they water, they make plants grow. They make things grow in barren lands. Okay. So anyway, back to the dandelion analogy that I was getting at. So dandelions are an amazing thing to actually have in your yard. Okay, we're going to give you a plant lesson here really quick. So every single part of the dandelion is usable. It's edible for the human body. None of it will hurt you. Okay? Unless you're allergic to something in that family. Use your discretion on that. But in any case, medicinally, I mean, you can use dandelion for everything. You can use the dandelion leaves and eat those in a salad. You can use the flowers to decorate your food. You can use the herbs as a tea or a tincture, and it helps with, like, digestion. It also helps to open up your third eye as well. That's interesting. I didn't think to actually mention that for the cardinal signs. But anyways, and then they're also an indicator of the health of your soil. So typically dandelions will they like really compacted soil. And most plants can't thrive in compacted soil. You have to have those air pockets, right? I swear I'm getting off of the plant stuff in a minute. Just bear with me. So, that's what I mean, that this person can make things grow where it was bare. Okay. And I feel like to some degree, because you're in this Queen of Swords energy, that might be where you are. I don't know if that was because of a previous heartbreak, from someone else from your past. Or maybe you just had a lot of harsh conversations recently. The only thing I'm seeing on here is love. I'm not seeing anything about money at all. So I don't think this has to do with that. This feels a lot like two people coming together to fulfill a mission. You can call that twin flame. You can call that soulmates. You can call it whatever you want. What I'm seeing here is two people who are meant to be in each other's lives because they have work to do. Okay. And this is evidenced by our angelic being making its presence known in your reading. Okay. Yeah. There's a truth that needs to be spoken between you, though. And even though this person, I feel like, is approaching you again, trying to squeeze their way in a very manipulative way to get back in your good graces, I feel like even though they're trying to do that because they want the connection, their sword is still up. They're still on guard and you're still on guard. And here's the thing about two people on guard. There's a lot of fighting that happens and not necessarily a lot of solving of conflict that happens. So that's the warning for you there on that. I'm going to go ahead and move on to this next section here, your tipping point. So tell me a little bit more about the Seven of Swords, the Prince of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, yeah, something's totally bugging me about this. It's funny, like, one of the things that'll happen to me if something's kind of funny about something is I'll start getting itchy. Kind of like how some readers, like, when they know they're on point, like, and the point's being driven home, like, their nose will itch. That'll usually happen when I need to drive a point home, for me anyway. Okay. Let me get some more. Okay, so oh man, okay, so, okay, at what point am I going to stop itching here? Okay, so back to that manipulative energy, because I feel like that's kind of why I'm, you know, got the itchies here. One second. And take a drink of my melted Slurpee. Okay. Okay. So, for some of you, the soul contract that you have with this person, no matter how many times you've cut their head off, I don't think it's over. There's still more there. Now, here's the thing that's kind of bugging me about the Seven of Swords. Like, I'm seeing that this person is learning to speak from their heart. They're learning to speak their truth, whereas before, I feel like they may have been very harsh with their words. I mean, even manipulative with their words. But I feel like whatever separation, whatever break has taken place, that they've healed. Okay? They're ready to step into Emperor status with you instead of a knight. Or a page, I should say. But here's the thing. Even though, like, they see you as their happiness, okay? They see you as their Empress. Empress energy isn't anywhere on this table, but that's what I'm picking up. But there's caution here. This partnership is not going to be without its battles. Okay? And I feel like some of you, you've already had a go around with this person, so you kind of know what's going on as far as that. You might even know the reasons why that is, but I feel like this is not without its own difficulties, without its own burdens, okay? And a lot of these partnerships, especially these higher vibrational partnerships, especially when they're coming into union, that's something that happens. There's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of crap to work through because you guys are mirroring each other, and because of that, you're triggering the hell out of each other, right? But there is love here. There is absolutely love here. There's the potential for happiness here. This person is ready to step up. And I feel like they're going to be very vocal about that. They may not necessarily vocalize it in the gentlest of terms, is the best way I can put it. but I do feel like that's what they want. You know, they felt the loss when you cut them off. Something about that, something about you doing that specifically is what forced this person to open up. Okay? It's why they're speaking from their heart. Finally. For some of you, they're speaking from their heart because they also want to speak with their crotch. Okay? But they're speaking from their heart, okay? No, it's not saying jump in anything. You know, the Queen of Swords, if anything, is very discerning, okay? And the fact that she's showing up, you know, sandwiching your tipping point, that tells me that you do need to use your discernment with this person. Now, keep in mind, just because you're supposed to be with someone and be on mission with them does not give them license to mistreat you. And it certainly doesn't give you an excuse to stay in a position where you are being mistreated. Okay? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is this person is going to keep coming around until you fulfill this contract. But I feel like this particular soul contract, if you will, is, it's not just pre-written, but it's like, that is where the love is. That is what has been manifested. Like, you might have been someone who said, oh, I want my twin, you know, I want my other half, and then this jackass showed up. Right? And you didn't realize, oh, it's that person. Thinking, you know, oh, it's going to be, you know, wonderful, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be lovely, and, you know, we're going to get married and have babies and all that stuff. And that's not saying that that can't happen, but you need to recognize that the partnership that you brought in, that you requested to the universe, that you asked for, does come with certain burdens. It comes with a certain set of responsibility, okay? So, let's move on. I don't think we need to dig any more into that. Again, the Ace of Cups is just a seed. You still have to do the work. Y'all still have to do the work, but this is what you manifested. This is what you asked for, so the universe is like, all right, here you go. I keep putting it on your doorstep. Do you want me to drum roll? Do I need to knock like 50 times in order for you to answer the door? I keep sending you the package and you keep cutting it. So, you know, take that as you will. Take that as you will, okay? So let's look at your message for Virgo season, mutable signs. So you've got eyes on the prize. Trust the guidance of your North Star. This is number 44. Yeah, Polaris is, I'll talk about the Polaris thing on the midweek collective check-in, because that's been something that's been coming up for some time now. It's since before Lionsgate, actually. And check out the midweek. Alright, so in any case, eyes on the prize. We're going to go ahead and read this out of the book. So the stage that this particular card is in, and where it puts you on your journey. Oh my goodness, really? Right now, Tia? Let's see if I can actually get it to focus in this video. Oh, other way. There we go. So this puts you in stage 10, which is the journey back. Now, remember how that Six of Cups showed up and I said this is somebody from the past? You've already had a tango with this person before. Okay, so it says, as you journey back home with your reward in tow, you realize this is more than a footpath. You weave between... It is a weave between who you used to be and who you are becoming. You don't have to know exactly how this process will unfold from here on out. Your only job is to keep your eyes on the prize and follow your North Star. At this moment, your North Star is hanging directly over the place where you started this journey. Remember I said that you ran into this person before? I'm going to go into that in just a second, okay? Okay. Consider George Bailey in the movie It's a Wonderful Life. He completes his life review and has the epiphany that everyone would not be better off without him. He runs back to Bedford Falls and is home in time to hug and kiss his family and hang the Christmas star on the tree. He's in the same place as he started, but is changed and willing to participate in life from a whole new perspective. Okay, my mind is kind of blown. I think the Polaris message might have been for y'all. So one way that you'll definitely know that this is your reading is, for example, if you've recently dreamed of stars or shooting stars. Or for example, like I know we had the meteor shower that is actually still going on as of me doing this particular video. It's August 16th. In any case, it's possible that you might have been bombarded like with that imagery. You might have dreamed of stars. You might have been walking out at night or something, or at dusk, and seen certain stars appear a little bit brighter. Like maybe there's a star you hadn't noticed before. Either way, stars have to do with this, okay? But basically it's a message that remember to look up, okay, for one. And number two, remember that the divine is always guiding you, okay? The divine guides you by making sure that North Star stays where it is. So what I wanted to talk a little bit more about with it, talking about starting, going back to where you started and, you know, going all over again, that's kind of the cycle. So like, this is really interesting. I don't feel like this is any of you repeating a lesson. It doesn't feel like that, because sometimes that's what that can mean. But I feel like for some of you, this is more like when you started off on your spiritual path or your spiritual journey, or even for some of you when you started out on your dark night of the soul, this person may have come into your purview then. That might have been when the divine dropped this person in your lap. And then you cut them. Hopefully not literally. Please don't do that. Nobody needs to catch case over this. Okay. But you may have cut them out, right? And then they came back, and then you cut them out again. And then they came back and you cut them out again. Almost like you're doing this dance with this person in its own little infinity. And at this point, you're at 0 point. Again, you're in the middle of the infinity symbol with this person, trying to figure out which direction are you going. Are you guys going up, or are you gonna, you know, cycle back on the same bullshit, okay? But what I feel like is that you're on the upswing. Again, this partnership, I had no idea that that was totally on me. This partnership is not without its burdens. I cannot stress that enough. Because going into this, you are going to be challenged, I feel like, in ways that you didn't think you could or would be. Let me put it that way. But yeah, so it's really interesting. Like, the people that you come into this journey with are also the people that may come back into your life when you exit this journey. Okay? It's all a circle. So, I have a minute before my camera cuts off, so I'm going to try to do this. So your soul lesson for, Virgo, oh my God, is relationships. All right. So mutable signs, literally this entire season, all of Virgo season is about love for you, loving yourself, learning to truly love another person, and being able to see them for who they are and not who you want them to be. Okay. So the relationships card says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my highest good. There's someone who's been, it's totally gonna cut off, so I'm just going to, yeah, so I can, okay. And we're back that quick. Okay. So what I was trying to say is that it's very likely that, so as I was saying, some of the same relationships that you were in or dealt with, you know, when you started off on this journey, are going to be the same ones that roll back around for you. Almost like, is this freaking Groundhog's Day or what? It can feel like that sometimes. I've literally experienced this very same thing in my own life. The last 3 weeks have been freaking insane with like the synchronicities and the different signs and just even the downloads and stuff that are coming in. And again, I'm going to talk about Polaris. Actually, I might just make a whole separate video for that because that was... Anyways, I'm getting off track. Sorry, tangent. So, relationships are a very important point for you this season, mutable signs, okay? Love is definitely what's on the menu. I mean, in every sense of the word here. Whew, cray cray. So, you know, go with the flow on this, but don't go in blindly, okay? Recognize what you're getting into. Know that there are going to be some burdens and some challenges that come up for you. I mean, that is blatantly clear here. You know, but you, in this instance of the partnership, you're the guiding star. You're the North Star in this partnership for this person. Now, I don't mean that in a codependent sense, but that's one of the things with partnerships like this. Call them twins, call them soulmates, call them whatever the hell you want. But these particular partnerships, those are, you mirror each other. So if you're in a place where you've grown and you've managed to get yourself in a balanced state, it's very likely that this person is going to be looking to you to try to figure out the best way to incorporate that in their own life, you know. And again, I don't feel like it's coming from a codependent place. And even though I feel like this person is manipulative, I don't think that this is manipulative, if that makes sense. So, yeah. I'm not itchy. We're good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and call it there. Of course, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all more than you know, yeah. Sorry, I thought more was coming through. Sometimes that happens. So, okay. So yeah, that's all I've got for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Remember, your peace is your power, and I will check you in Libra season for sure. But make sure you tune in this Thursday for the midweek collective check-in, okay? Love ya, love ya. Bye.